Welcome to the Business Health and Mindset Podcast. I'm Kate Geronimo. I'm a natural health and mindset practitioner, transforming entrepreneurs into unstoppable forces by supercharging their health and mindset. Health and mindset are intricately woven together and form the vital, secret weapon you need to cultivate to succeed in business. Thank you for listening. Let's dive into this episode. Welcome to the Business Health and Mindset Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kate and it's great to have you here. I'm looking at a little mini-series over the next several weeks on how you can actually deal with stress and how you can overcome it, manage it, and not have it be such an overwhelming detrimental experience through your life that turns chronic and then leads to ensuing illness and breakdown in the body, disease, etc. First off, I will say that whatever I present today is for educational and informational purposes only, and that it is not to substitute any medical advice. If you do have some long-term issues with stress and you find that it's difficult to cope with them, then please do go and see your medical practitioner and work with them to get a result and some relief for yourself. When we look at any change that we try to make, it all takes place in the mind. In order to make any change, you've got to make a decision to change. You need to understand how your mind works in order to be able to make good, healthy, conscious decisions to change your habit and any aspect of your life and lifestyle. Your brain is complex. You have a conscious and unconscious mind, which allows you to think freely, to communicate, store information, and perform functions within the body and so on. The unconscious mind is where your patterns of behavior, language, and thought control, of what you do and how you behave, speak, or think in a certain way without even being aware of it. It's an automatic repeater of behavior and habits until you make it change. If you want to have better health, and that is being able to overcome your stress and manage that, then you have to make a decision to change how you think and behave. You need to educate yourself on the why and how to make changes so that the overall job of changing becomes much easier. It can be stressful for some people to make dietary and lifestyle changes. I get that. I've worked for many, many years and in my own clinic as well, working with other people, helping them to change what they eat, what they put in their mouths. And many people find that really, really difficult because they have to change a habit. Looking after yourself mentally and emotionally is just so important so that you can keep on track and make the changes that you need to and want to. Now, your unconscious mind stores all of your memories and habits and so on. It can be retrained from automatically responding to situations. Now, let's just assume you've had a really stressful day. It's been hard. There have been people at you. You feel overwhelmed, wrung out, worn out, and you get home and think, oh man, I've got to cook a meal now. I've got to have something to eat. And what is the first thing that you ordinarily would reach for? Something that's quick and easy, that you don't necessarily have to put much thinking or, effort into. You don't have to do something that's different. And so I bet you grab something that is probably not that great and healthy for you. If you've already made changes in your life and you're not one of those, I salute you, I cheer you on. But if you're someone who finds it difficult and you reach for something that is not that healthy, it's rather devoid of good healthy nutrients and it's full of fats, etc., and you're having a lot of white flour, so let's look at burgers and fries and pizzas and stuff like that. There's plenty of things that one can buy and pop in the freezer, and then you pull it out and heat it up and eat it. And it may be quick and it may be comfort type food, but it's not going to feed you with all of the nutrients that you need in order for your body to support you during stressful times, to recover from it and heal from it, and in particular to change. Now, you can respond in difficult times by having a plan around you to support you. It's the kind of like that. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Everything starts in the mind. So I was going to actually start off talking about about nutrition and why that's needed for health, yet it all starts in the mind. As I said before, any change starts in your mind. By you thinking about it, by you being self-aware enough to know, I need to make a change because I'm not feeling that great, I'm not feeling energetic, I'm feeling wrung out, worn out, overwhelmed, stressed, I'm starting to feel sick in my body, you're noticing digestive symptoms, etc. So therefore, what do you need to do? You need to make a change. But the how is a really difficult thing for people. Now, often we stumble over knowing how to make a change. Now, that's where someone like myself or other professionals can help, coaches, etc., or health practitioners can help you around making a change. There is a plethora of information on the internet. Fantastic websites are available out there that have fabulous, unreal recipes. But at the very, very basic level, I would encourage you, when you go grocery shopping, and if you don't do a lot of that, I'd encourage you to get out there and look at grocery stores, look at, the markets and so on that may be available to you, and actually get out and investigate what is there in front of you. Look at the fruits, look at the vegetables. Ask the people that are selling them, how would I cook these? How would I make a good, simple, easy meal? What are the top 5 foods that you think that I should be eating now? Out of the fruits and the vegetables, buy things that are seasonal, that are not necessarily imported, because we live in different seasons. Here in Australia right now, we're approaching winter. We're in our fall, or as we call it, autumn time. And we have different seasonal fruits and vegetables that are available now. And this is part of the normal cycle. We should be eating different fruits and veggies at different times of the year so that we are getting the relevant nutrients that we need out of them. It's not ideal to eat the same thing day out. So it's not ideal to eat your meat and 3 veg, your fish and 3 veg, or the same salad day in, day out, because you're not getting in a variety of nutrients that you need. When you go and look at all of the different fruits and veggies and so on in different stores and markets, ask yourself the question, what looks most appealing to me right now? What looks like something that I would love to try? Do your best to step out of your comfort zone and buy something different that you can try. If in relation to the fruits in particular, you could ask if they have a sample that you could try. Many places do, and they'll be happy to give you a sample. And go on a taste bud journey, an adventure, and start to look at different fruits and veggies that you can get into your diet. Ideally, when you're going through a really stressful time, you need to feed your body well. And that is not feeding it well with comfort food and cakes and pastries and cookies and biscuits and all the rest of it. No, you need good, healthy, nutrient-dense, nutrient-rich foods that are going to feed you. They're foods that are alive, that have been recently picked, that are recently served, not something that's been in cold storage for months and months on end. Fresh is best, and I encourage you to go on a journey of self-discovery with food, because we need to have really good, healthy, nutrient-dense foods that are going to feed us. Now, every single cell has a little powerhouse in it known as the mitochondria. Now, the mitochondria produces ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, which is a chemical that literally gives you energy and power. We are energy beings. So look at it this way. If we are made up of energy and everything around us is made up of energy, why would you eat something that has such low energy in it that it is going to do nothing more than fill your belly and give you a sense of having been full, and yet it's not actually doing anything to sustain your life, to bring new life into your body? Our bodies replicate and make new cells every single day. Every single day there's rebuilding work going on in our body, and that's why we need to have good, healthy sleep, a good level of sleep, so that our bodies can rest and they can repair and rejuvenate. We need food, good food, to help us do that. We need really good essential fatty acids in the body, and there's much talk in the marketplace and the practitioner arena around needing omega-3s, and fish oil is one of the big ones that is often talked about, evening primrose oil, etc. However, there has been studies that have been done that have found that fish oils are actually not that effective, particularly those that are farmed. And, we can't really guarantee the quality. Often by the time we get fish oil supplements in stores, etc., the oil has gone rancid and they smell, or they repeat on people and they don't want to take them. So one of the better blends that I really like is Udo's oil. It's got omega-3, 6 and 9. It's all plant-based and it's fantastic for vegetarians and vegans. All of our cells have what's known as a lipid bilayer around them. So around every cell is 2 layers of oil. Just put in really simple terms, that's it. The oil protects the cell from oxidative stress and damage. It protects it from toxins and other things that are getting into the body and getting into the cell. It protects them from that. And it protects what's known as the channel gateways, they're literally like little gates into and out of a cell where nutrients can get in, water and other waste materials can get out. And, it's very important that we protect this lipid bilayer. Taking Udo's oil or something similar to that is essential for us, and we need that every day to protect the cells in our body, to protect our nervous system and all of the nerve fibers, etc. We need it for our digestive system and for our muscles and bone health and hair and skin and so on. So this is something really important, and it's very difficult to get a really good level of essential fatty acids out of the diet, and that's where supplementation is really vital. Essential fatty acids, particularly the 369 blend, is absolutely essential, vital for anyone that's got any cognitive issue. I use that term loosely. And anywhere, people have got MS or Parkinson's or anything like that. Again, I'm not substituting medical advice. This is common knowledge that's out there. But these oils are fantastic for helping the body to maintain some homeostasis, but help with the repair and replication of cells and protecting cells from further oxidative stress and damage. So the basic blend of these oils it's got a combination of flaxseed oil, sunflower seed oil, sesame seed oil, coconut oil, evening primrose oil. It's got soy lecithin, which is GMO free, rice, oat bran and other germ oils, and it's got a mixture of vitamin E, what they call tocopherols, in there as well to help protect the oil and preserve the freshness of it. Now, we also need loads of green leafy vegetables in the diet. I'd personally add a little caution to that with Chinese vegetables and broccoli around people that have low thyroid function, because these Chinese vegetables and broccoli, etc., anything of the Brassicaceae family, cabbages, Brussels sprouts and so on, can inhibit the thyroid hormone from being released in the body. So if there's thyroid dysfunction and you're eating high levels of those vegetables, that can cause some issues as well. Conversely, if you have high functioning thyroid, or it's over functioning rather, with lots of thyroid hormone being released, go crazy on those vegetables, because it will help to limit the release of the hormone a little. We need lots of nuts and seeds and so on in the body, and we need things like spinach and as I said, the broccoli. Sweet potatoes, much better than white potatoes, because they are much better for balancing sugar levels in the body, or they don't spike the sugar. Blueberries are needed, anything that's got vitamin C, the oranges and lemons and so on. Almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, these are all fabulous. They're full of magnesium and minerals. Avocados are just brilliant, great for the brain. What else is there? There's salmon, eggs, tuna, all of the things like quinoa, brown rice, lentils, chickpeas. I hear so many people say, I've got to go carb free. I can't have any carbs. They're really bad for you. And what they're really talking about is all the simple carbohydrates. Breads, pastas, cakes, biscuits, and so on. Yes, we need to limit those. And wheat flour products can be implicated in a lot of inflammatory processes in the body. Over 300 diseases are tied up with inflammation, or where inflammation is actually sort of a precursor to that. And so we need to limit inflammation as much as possible. So if you're a real carnivore and you're eating loads and loads of animal protein, then I would suggest that you pull back on that and introduce more fruits and vegetables, etc., and some of the healthier grains and legumes, etc., that are going to be good for you, because they do give energy, they help to balance your blood sugar levels, and they are full of nutrition that we need. We need a range of minerals and the essential fatty acids every day. We need to eat some protein so that can be broken down in the gut and release enzymes to help further break down protein, so that then the real building blocks of that can be pulled out and absorbed and taken into the bloodstream and deposited where it's needed. We need healthy calcium in there, and so that calcium is deposited into the right places in tissues and bones where it's needed. High uric acid in the body, high caffeine, high alcohol, etc., will keep calcium circulating in the bloodstream, and it can often deposit out into the kidneys, forming kidney stones. I could go on and on and on talking about all this stuff, but the bottom line is you need to change your lifestyle. Start doing some research for yourself. Get out to those markets. Have a look at fruits and vegetables. Talk to people about them who grow them or who sell them. They'll have a great idea of what you can do with them. See what feels most appealing, what kind of resonates with you, and get into them. Overcooked vegetables, yuck, they're revolting. I know there's some people out there that love them, but when they're just cooked, they are absolutely delicious, particularly if you put some cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil, a little drizzle on them, or a little, bit of lime juice or something that can add a little more flavour. Get water in, drink water. Try and pull back on all of these soda drinks, etc., because they're not doing you any good. Sugar is going to cause more stress in the body by feeding the inflammation and creating a lot more inflammatory processes in the body. And we need to pull back on all of that. So if you are feeling stressed, you're feeling the effects of stress, you've got to start with your mind first. Make the decision. I'm choosing now. Not I'm going to, not I'm trying to. I am changing my diet. I am going to learn about new foods now that are feeding my body and helping me to manage stress so that I can be the best I can be. I would encourage you to start having little self-chats with yourself. Speak to yourself, because this is a way of getting the message into the subconscious mind. And on a final note, when you are preparing any meal, talk to yourself. Tell yourself something like this, and I'll use my own name just for example's sake. But say something like, Kate, I am preparing a beautiful, healthy meal for you tonight because I want you to operate at the highest level that you can. Think of something easy. It could just be, Kate, I'm preparing a great meal for you tonight because I want you to be really healthy. Start exploring the food world around you. Get out there and look at different recipes online. Look at how you can start to change yourself, because your body will thank you. If you want more energy, you want to sleep better, etc., if you want to be able to deal with stress and not live with the effects of it, not feel overwhelmed, not react and respond in ways that are not serving you, then you have to go back to, in your own mind, understand why you need to make a change. You need to start really planning to make a change. And the number one thing that you need to start with first, make that decision to change and to explore new ways of feeding yourself really good, healthy food, and get out there and explore it, experiment, and fresh is best. That's what I always think. Fresh is best. And so just go and buy some really good vegetables, have a collection of them on your plate, a nice salad, etc., if that's what you would rather from time to time. Go for, grilled lean meats, poultry, fish, etc. If you're into animal protein, if you're into vegetable protein, then get some great recipes. Easy ones, the things that make it very easy to prepare a meal, and start feeding yourself better, because you will, in a relatively short period of time, within a week or two, you will notice that you're feeling much better. This needs to be a lifestyle change, not just a change for when you're feeling a bit off or a bit stressed. Do yourself a favor. You're going to live in this body for a long, long time, so you need to serve it and look after it, because it will serve you and also look after you if you do the right things by it. I wish you well. Love to hear about your journey, so please give some feedback. Hit that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate that, because that will also tell the algorithm that more people want to listen to the episodes, and share with somebody else, because I guarantee there's someone in your world that will need to hear this today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous week. Next time we're going to look at why exercise is really important and why you need to do that to overcome, manage, deal with stress. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time on the Business Health and Mindset Podcast. Have an awesome day.